Hello, my name is Michael Driscoll, and in this video we will be learning about ReportLab's Canvas module once again. This time we're going to learn about how to create different shades of gray. So, as before, we'll start out by importing ReportLab, and we'll go ahead and set the page size. I personally prefer using the letter size, but you can use whatever you feel like. The other thing we need to import is our canvas. Alright, so Canvas is what we write our PDFs on. There's another method using flowables, but this is just going to focus on the canvas for now. Okay, so the first step is to create a demo function. So let's call this the gray color demo. Alright, then we'll create our canvas object, which is canvas.canvas. We can tell it what we want to call this thing. We'll just call it Gray's PDF. That's what it's going to write to. And we'll set the page size to letter. Now, let's go ahead and set the font. This is a pretty standard step to do. Doesn't really matter what font you choose, but we'll go with Helvetica. Actually, let's make that a little bit larger. I'll make it 15 point. In my previous demo, I talked about how you can see what fonts are included with ReportLab. Helvetica is one of them. Courier, Times Roman, and Arial are other versions you could use. Or if you wanted to go a step further, you could learn how to use a TTF font. But regardless, that's what we're going to go with. Let's continue. Let's see. So let's set up a list of different types of grays. So this is kind of the percentage of gray you want in your document. So we'll just say like 75% fully gray or black. And then we'll loop through these grays. So for gray and grays, we will do myCanvas.setFillGray. Just jump down here and we'll set it to that gray color. And then we're going to draw a circle with that color or that shade of gray in it. So let's say we want 730 from the bottom of the page. 20 is the radius, I believe. And then we set fill to 1, so that's going to fill the circle with the color gray. Then we'll also create a gray string equal to gray. We'll just do this. I'm not sure which Python version I have on here. Let's check real quick. Gosh, now 3.6. So we can make this a little bit nicer and just say use an F string here. All right. So we should be able to do myCanvas.setFillGray again. This is basically resetting it so that we can draw our string correctly. So we're going to draw the string. We're going to do a little bit of math. X minus 10, 700, and we'll write out our gray string we created earlier. So this is going to tell us what the gray level is, and we're going to write that next to the circle, or actually under the circle, because 700 is going to be beneath the circle. All right, and then we got to change our indentation. So we'll start at indent 30, which would be like right here on the left. Then we'll add 75 points to the right, and it'll just basically space out the circles across the top of the page. All right, so now we have all that working, hopefully, if I typed everything correctly. So then we can just save it at the end, and then we can run our gray color demo. And hopefully I've typed all this code in correctly, and we'll have a nice little demo. As usual, when you run ReportLab, you don't get any output to standard out. Instead, you end up with a document that you can look at. So we know we have grays. Let's open that up and see what it looks like. Here we go. So you can see I kind of messed up where these go, but you can still see how this works. So I had it backwards. 0, is black, 1.0 is white. So you can see the 25 is a little bit lighter, 5 is a pretty standard gray, 0.75 is a light gray, and then of course you have the white. So at this point you kind of have an understanding of how to set the gray level in your documents, and you can kind of play around with that and use this knowledge to add shading to like tables or other types of documents where you just want to show some differentiation, especially on your monochrome printers. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to reading your comments. See you next time.